So you want to earn some respect. The best way for you to actually earn that respect is to do the work that gets that respect. And here's what makes people so respectful, and they also find themselves to be respected. It's because they put in all this work expecting absolutely nothing in return. They just show up, right? And when you show up on a regular and you actually put in the work on a regular and you don't necessarily want anything in return, you just know that you are there for the right reason. And many people want that something in return. They're so driven to do actions or to do things because they want something in return. And let me tell you that you are then not giving with the right intention. And that's where so many people kind of go through this automatic system. You wake up, you go to your job, then you go home, you maybe see your family, then you go and watch TV, then you go to sleep. Where is there any intention in that? Where is there any drive in that? And so therefore you wonder why you're not respected. Where in that whole kind of day, in that routine, where is the respect earned? In nothing. If you're not doing anything, then you kind of don't deserve it. And so I think a lot of the time people want this concept where they are more valuable, right? They're meaningful, they hold a lot of worth. There is absolutely no worth if you don't put in any work. And so it comes down to this, right? Everyone's always chasing something. Everyone's chasing to be respected or to have authority or to be more confident. Whatever it is that you're chasing, you will get whatever it is that you're chasing if you put in the work every single day. And it's all these little micro wins that you have to stack. You're really never at the goal that you really want. Ultimately, you're never going to reach it. And the reason why you're never going to reach it is because every single time you edge closer and closer to that goal, you start to notice that the goal is kind of changing a little bit. It starts to get further away from you because you're actually making it bigger. Because ultimately, if you ever were to truly reach your goal, you would probably ask yourself, well, now what? There has to be something else. And that's where a lot of the time people kind of don't realize that you really need to be chasing a journey. It's about being and becoming. And there is 3 ultimate steps, right? 3 ultimate steps that you should be looking for every single day, right? The actual steps to living in fulfillment, finding enlightenment, they all lie in 1, know your worth. In 2, control your emotions. And 3, never settle. If you can follow these principles every single day, showing up, going, I'm worthy because I'm putting in the work. I'm doing what it is that I say I'm going to do. And I know my value because I'm not one of those people that just have expectations and low standards. And I just kind of half-ass myself and I sabotage myself. That person doesn't hold a lot of value and worth because they're actually acting on vices. So when you know your worth, your actions and your attitudes will align with that. Then the best part about controlling your emotions, and we're talking about impulse control here, you will get tested all the time. People will come and piss you off. People will come and do shit that disappoints you, that annoys you, that makes you feel angry and sad and whatever. Everyone's going to come and do that for you because at the end of the day, people just don't get it. They don't get how to act. They don't know how to communicate. They have zero self-awareness. So yeah, you're going to get tested. So the best thing that you can do is control your impulses because people will act out, right? Situations will arise. You're going to get annoyed. You're going to get kind of flustered, but then you're going to kind of feel yourself go, I'm not going to respond to that in a negative manner. That is you controlling your impulses. And a person that can truly control their impulses is a pretty powerful person. They know that ultimately, if they were to react, if they were to lower themselves or to just mirror what it is in front of them, then they know they're going to be acting out, right? And then what's the emotion that comes with that? Oh shit, I can't believe I was like that. And then you have to go and say I'm sorry to whoever you acted like an asshole to. You don't want to have to do that. You're going to then just be constantly living in a state of regret if you cannot control your emotions. The reason why you can't control your emotions is because you're unsettled inside. You carry with you this sense of stress and anxiety. And so as soon as you're tested, that comes out. And it comes out negatively and it hurts people. And when you hurt people, you instantly feel bad about that. That's karma coming and slapping you in the face and telling you, stop acting like an asshole. Stop doing that to people around you, regardless of what they do to you. You don't go and react or respond to someone being negative to you with another negative in return. You're just fueling that. And so if you're going to add to negativity, then karma will then find you as well, just as much as it's finding whatever it is that's out there. So this is why it's so important. It's so, so important to control your impulses. Every time they come up, it is up to you to contain yourself. It is up to you to respond. Just pause, create space, and have a better response. And the last one is never settle. Never settling means that you're constantly being and becoming something better and better than you were yesterday. And you're becoming someone that you ultimately understand is probably the highest version of you that you're not even sure that you're going to reach, but it doesn't matter because you're constantly chasing that version. It's a better father, it's a better mother, it's a better sister, it's a better son, it's a better whatever. That's what it is. The highest version of you is who you should be chasing. It is someone that has maybe better health. It's someone that has financial wealth. It has financial freedom, whatever it is, but you have to be chasing the highest version of yourself. And unless you know what that is, unless you know what that looks like, this is why you should be understanding what it is, then you're going to kind of go into every day blind and just like guessing. And the less you guess, right, the better you know how to tackle your journey. And your journey should be all about like my highest self, like chase that highest self. That's what it should be about every day. You'll have moments of reflection. You'll have moments to go like, I've come a long way. You'll have moments to see that you've learned a lot, you've grown a lot, but you're not where you want to be. And you know that, and that's what keeps you humble. That's what keeps you modest. That's what keeps you chasing. So you should be chasing. Chase something. Chase confidence. Chase strength. Chase something better than you were before. Chase something that is better than what you are today. Because the more that you can chase, right, whatever goals you have, whatever it is that you want for yourself, then you're never going to settle with what is today. And having that never settle mindset puts you ahead of majority of the population. Because people love complacency. People love comfort. This is why they stay still, they stay stuck, and they don't change anything. And unfortunately, that is where the unfulfilling life lives. So if you want more, follow those 3 principles and then break each down for yourself. But it always should come back to knowing your worth, controlling your emotions, and never settling. These 3 principles are what's going to keep you so much further ahead of the game than most of the people out there. So tackle those every day. When you wake up, put your feet to the floor and do some work.